You're listening to Daily Sip with Marcel, giving you morning moments of insight, laughter, and a little something to stir the soul.
Yeah. Hello and welcome to Daily Sip with Marcel, your moment of reflection on the world's most significant happenings. Grab your cup. Mine's a strong black coffee, because today, friends, we're witnessing history. The news is finally the news we've longed for. Hamas has released all 20 of the last living hostages, making a monumental breakthrough in the 2-year agonizing conflict in the Gaza Strip. The Israeli military confirmed the release on Monday, and it is the key, the cornerstone of a fragile but deeply meaningful ceasefire. For 2 years, the Gaza Strip has been a scar on the global conscience. The deadliest war ever between Israel and Hamas has finally reached a pause, a moment where the exchange of hostages and prisoners have given us the first real, tangible step towards peace. But let's not talk about a ceasefire. Let's talk about a moment of liberation. I want you to measure this moment, this day, against the grand sweep of human history. What we are seeing today, the global coordination, the release of the last captive souls, it measures up in sheer human significance to the greatest moments of deliverance the world has known. Think of the liberation of France in 1944. That was a moment when a nation, under the brutal shadow of occupation, was finally breathing free again. The air changed. Hope was not just a prayer. It was a reality marching down the Champs-Élysées. Today, we see an echo of that feeling. It is a liberation from fear. It is the end of a nightmare for those families whose loved ones were held captive. And it is a liberation of a region from the immediate grinding horror of war. This historical shift is being driven not just by the courage on the ground, but by an unprecedented gathering of world powers. Today, in the Red Sea Resort, we have what's being dubbed the Summit of Peace, co-chaired by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the U.S. President Donald Trump. This summit is a political earthquake. We have leaders from Turkey, Jordan, Great Britain, Germany, France, Italy, the UN, and the EU all gathering to solidify this peace. Crucially, according to Egypt, we have both Prime Minister Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas attending. Netanyahu's presence is a powerful sign, even as President Trump repeatedly suggests since leaving for Israel on Sunday that the war is effectively over. Now, let's be clear. Major questions remain. The future of Hamas, the rebuilding of Gaza, these are massive challenges that could easily derail this nascent peace. The U.S. brokered ceasefire is not yet an immutable fact. It is still a delicate flower in a desert storm. But for today, for this Monday, we must take our sip, hold it in our hearts, and acknowledge the power of what we are witnessing. The last hostages are home. The world's leaders are sitting at the same table. A 2-year war is, for now, silent. This isn't a headline. my friends. It's a page from the history book of human triumph. It is the moment hope was released with the last captive. So today, raise your cup in peace. We'll be watching the summit closely. Thank you for taking this daily sip with me. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If today's sip gave you something to think about, smile about, or share, pass it on. Be sure to follow the show so we can keep sipping together. Until next time, I'm Marcel. Stay grounded, stay grateful, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for letting me be part of your day. And until next time, keep noticing what makes life taste a little better. And if you're loving this, don't just sip in silence. Follow us, hit the subscribe button, and pour this into someone else's cup. Share it, spread it. Let's wake the world up together, one daily sip at a time.